Hello everyone, you are welcome to my channel today. Let me show you how to draft half uh, body. Okay, so firstly I mark the neck depth, which is 3.5 inches, the neck width, which is 3.5 inches. Okay, for the neck depth you can make it more than 3 depending on how deep you want your neck to be. Okay, so after getting the neck measurement, I went to the shoulder and marked my shoulder length. Okay, my shoulder is um 16 inches, and 16 inches divided into 2 is 8 inches. So I marked 8 inches. Okay, so after marking out the shoulder measurement, now the next thing I mark is um armhole depth. Okay, so I drew a line and mark out half an inch. So remember, this armhole, I divided the armhole into 2. As it is 7 inches, I divided 7 inches into 2 to get 3.5 inches. That is where I'm marking now. I connected it half of the armhole to get the armhole measurement. Okay, so after marking the armhole measurement, I curved the neck. Then I went for the dart. I marked nipple to nipple, which is on your your nipple to nipple divided into 2, which is 8 inches. But this one is, I divided this into 2, is 4 inches plus half inches, same allowance, which is 4.5 inches. So um from that nipple to nipple, and from the bust point, I go down by 1 inch to get my dart. Okay, remember this is not a bust here, it's a normal dart. Okay, so I go out again by 1 inch to give it a shape. Okay, so this is the dart. Remember, from the bust point, I did not mark this to till the bust point. I go down by 1 inch before I mark the dart. So the next thing I'm doing now is to mark the bust dart. Okay, so all these darts, if you want to cut them out, you are free to cut them. But if you don't want to cut them, you can use your machine to sew it in. Okay, so what I marked now is the length of this uh, top. Okay, so if you watch this, the gap between this breast cup now, this breast dart, so you have to fill it down. Okay, so watch and see what I'm doing. You add it down, you will see by the time you add it down, when you are done, um when you are done cutting it, you will notice that the center side is this side is a bit longer than the center. Is because of this dart on this top. Okay, so whatever thing I get there, I mark it and connected it there. So now I've connected the bust measurement, the waist measurement, and the chest line measurement. I divided them into 4. Whatever thing you get from the measurement, you divide it into 4 to get the accurate measurement of the client uh, bust. Okay, so now I forgot to put the shoulder. So I go in by 1 inch to get the shoulder slope. Okay, so can you see it now? This is the shoulder. I slant the shoulder by 1 inch. Remember to add whatever thing you remove from the breast dart, you add it down in order for you to get the accurate measurement, and in order for it to correspond with the back measurement. Okay, so this is the back now, guys. This is the chest line, the bust point. This is the bust point and the chest line and the under bust point. So I marked out the neck width, which is 3.5 inches. So because this is the back part of this top, I'm going in by 1.5 inches. Remember, the front was 3.5 inches and the back is um 1.5 inches because the back is higher. So after that, I went to the shoulder and marked my shoulder, which is 8 inches. Okay, my shoulder is 16, then I divided the 16 into 2 and marked 8 inches. Then after that, I marked out the armhole depth. Okay, so I divided the armhole depth into 2. That is where I will start my armhole curving. Okay, after ruling this straight line now, this straight line, then I marked out half of the armhole and I went out by half an inch. And for this point is where I will start to curve my armhole. Okay, so I just draw a straight line and use my curve ruler and connect it to the armhole. So that is it, guys. So the next thing I'll do now is to get the down measurement of this top. Okay, so this is the top length now, is what I marked out now. Okay, so after then, this is the back now. If you watch now, this back dart did not start from the bust point. I went up a bit, like 2 inches, meaning that I measured from, okay, let's do it this way. I measured from up to 9 inches. Don't start your back dart from your 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 bust point. You must go up. You measure from up to 9 inches to mark your back dart. Okay, so because there is no bust in front, there is no front at the your back does not have um bust, so that is why I went up by 2 inches, or you can make from your shoulder to your to 9 inches in order for you to get where your back dart will start. Okay, so after then I marked the lines and the line, and I also went out and marked half an inch, then I connected it to the dart. So that is how I get the dart. Can you see now the dart is ready? Okay, so this is the back dart. Remember, I went up, I marked from shoulder to 9 inches to get my back dart point. Okay, meaning that I go up from the bust point. I did not mark it exactly the bust point. So now it is time to mark the zipper allowance. So, but when I was marking the zipper allowance from the line, I went in by half an inch. Okay, because this is the back of this uh, top. Okay, so as you can see it now, I marked it and I connected it together. So can you see this is the right uh, zipper allowance. So after that, I apply the bust measurements, the waist measurements, and the chest line measurements, which is each of them, whatever thing I get from my bust, my waist, my chest line, I divided it into 4 to get the measurement. So I have marked the measurements. Now can you see it? This is the shoulder slant. Okay, I go in by 1 inch also to get my shoulder slant. Okay guys, this is it. The half body is ready. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.